So today we're going to be making Bigfoot from my website. Um, Looks like this. It's a burger. Comes up and it eats it. He burps and then it zooms in and shows SkunkBurger. So this is going to be the intro of all of my future YouTube videos, as well as um, maybe a logo that I use. I'm not sure. I really like the actual skunk burger. Friend made it for me. So, but anyways, as I digress, we're gonna make this animation um inside Moho. So I just took an image of that page and put it here. So we're gonna focus on just creating a burger. Um and yes. Right. And then we won't have a stroke. And then we can do this. All right. And then we'll put points here. Right. Something like this. And then we'll do the add points tool. We'll bring it here. Put it right here. And we can curve this out. Okay. There goes the bottom. And then we'll probably do something similar. It looks like it kind of levels off here. So we'll just bring it over like that. And then probably go here. Bring out this curve tool as well. That looks a little better. And we'll do the same thing here. All right. Then we can get rid of this just to see how it turned out. It looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay. So we got the burger more or less. Now we could do the skunk line for the actual patty part. Um, Go like again, no stroke. Maybe actually, oh well, fail. Might be easier to kind of. Okay. So Alt, you hold Alt while moving this line. It allows you to move just that side. That's good. Right, move this into place a little more. I think I do have the SVG of this somewhere, but it's good practice to make stuff inside of Moho. Right. Okay. Now I'm gonna bring this up some. That's pretty good. Ah, that's good. Okay. So get rid of this. Looks spot on. And then what we can do is grab this, copy and paste, bring it down, and see if this in any way form will resemble, you know, what we have right here. And I would say it's close. Um, we'll just get this side and then we'll have to edit that part a little bit. Hmm. Okay. We can come in here and just change it to white. And there's our burger. Mhm. 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 May- Okay, cool. So we got said burger done. Now, it'd be great if we could try and use the stink lines above. Before, I just had it basically, I just took the brush tool. Um, Stink lines. And we can go behind the burger. Basically what I did before, I believe, is I just kind of went like just oops, that's not good. Well, auto stroke it, and then auto stroke can be this. Basically what I did before is kind of went like this or whatever, and just let it kind of look like that. And I mean, that's fine. But now that they have liquid shapes, changes everything. And I haven't really got to use liquid shapes much. So I want to try and see how you can have um, like a delete or like a subtract, I would say. So we'll have a stink line look like maybe like this, right? And then maybe bring it up some. There. And let's see, where is the stink line? Yeah, so it's about there. All right. And now that we got the stink line created, we could do another shape here. And this could be subtract. Now, as it goes through, it subtracts. And if you have more of these, um, well, and as it goes along, that won't make it look like it's actually a line, because what we're trying to do is make it have the wave. So we need to have something that goes in like this. Okay. So obviously I did that wrong using the circle, but the point is the same. Mm-mm. Oh, cool that, so you can animate it then. I'm gonna go up or whatever. So these won't work. We'll go back to the old drawing board. Delete those. Good start. Good start. So what we can do is grab the autofill, get rid of the stroke. We're going to make a freehand shape, and it's going to be my drawing tool here. Trying to see what I can come up with. So just the fill. Right. So now we could go into the shape here, subtract that. Oh, did I have smoothing on? I did. All right. We're going to redo that. Whoops. Well, yeah. So maybe we won't. Let me just see what I can do here. Make it look like it has these lines. Um, okay. We can copy and paste that and flip it. Bring it over here. Now let's make that better. Okay. Let's get it real close. It has like a true. Huh. Wonder why I did that. Get it out of here. Okay. And, hmm. All right. And so now when I make it go up though, you can see it, it'll do that. But I don't have enough wiggle. So let's try again. Again, now this time we can get the pen pressure tool, which is fine. No taper start needed. Smoothing all the way down. Autofill. Grab the old pen tool here. And let's make it happen. So we'll start from the middle and kind of just go. Okay. And then we can go here and do the subtract shape. Huh. Point reduction, 99. Okay. Not only did I have the smoothing on, I also had the point reduction set way too high. So again, my mistake. These are the reasons why we practice. All right. So again here, and just kind of do the waviness. Around. Now that's going to be very wavy. All right. I like that a lot better thus far. So let's try and get back here. Find a good lineup. Kinda with, and then here, well, as you see, it's like a point. I wonder what we could do is we could like branch it out a little bit. So that way it doesn't have such a rough ending. So then let's just try and see what we can accomplish. We'll bring it here, bring it down about here, and we'll go out to 1 and just bring it up here. And then let's see how that looks from this position. All right, that looks great. It's a little crazy. It no stinkiness would be that aggressive. Couple things we can do to make it look better. Stink lines, we can come in here, grab this, we could give it a soft edge, and then bring it way down from 11 to like a 2. Kind of has that pewy looking, kind of softer edge. Okay, and it stays there. Another thing we can do is there's no need for it to be smooth like that. Let's just do linear. And we might need to do here too, the linear. Okay. Let's see. Excellent. And then another thing we'll need to do is bring it way out because stink doesn't go that fast. It's a slow moving. All right. That looks great. Okay, so what we're gonna do then is I guess we could just well, one of the benefits of the new Moho in my mind is that you can have things more on one layer. I just don't want it to get it too messy. Let's just see if I copy and paste it. Oops. And this. Then move this right here. Copy and paste that again. Move it right here. Good. Oh, that was not good. um. Okay. What did I do? Control Z that. All right. Well, we'll bring this down here and just animate that again. All right. We can go like this. We can do cycle absolute, and we can give it maybe absolute 1. And just see how this looks. All right. So right here and right here, we have 2. I'm not the best at this. And then let's go 1 over. So it doesn't line up exactly. So it's not smooth. Simply because these aren't the same. Well, let's just duplicate layer and layer. Hmm, The third one here might be a little too far out there. Kind of bring it back something like this. Yeah, and maybe this one could get pushed over some. Be brought back in. Okay. All right. So now we have to fix 2. Oh yeah, I moved it not on frame 0. Oof. Always moving on frame 0. And then we can go to the third. Good. Straighten it out a little bit. Move it over. And 3 again. We'll get rid of this. Whoops. Go back to frame 0. And then we can bring it over. And there we go. I don't really like that jump. Well, for now it'll do. I'll have to fix that later. Right. So we got the stink looking, in my opinion, a lot better and way more animated. All right. Okay. Um, Now Bigfoot. Well, luckily, I already have Bigfoot made. We get an import. Should do it on frame 0. Maybe it wouldn't matter if we did it on a different frame. Go to characters, Bigfoot, Bigfoot. It's fine, we don't need that. Just need Bigfoot. Yeah. Yeah. So let's get rid of the controls group for a second. Him down here. Size him up. Maybe down a little bit. Perfect, so it fits in the screen. And let's check this and make sure. Yeah, so that's about the right ratio. And then obviously you can go to frame 1, just start animating his hands. Like, we don't need these up. He's not going to be in line. All right. Control group. I think the control group is don't render this. 0. Don't render. Front of Bigfoot. So let it run for, how long do we let it run? Basically 1 second. Okay, so let it run for about a second, and then we'll give Bigfoot, we'll freeze him, and then he'll jump up here. You know, fast, is that fast enough? All right. Um, ooh, his hair doesn't like. Okay. Well, I have to deal with the bone dynamics afterwards. So jump up. His eyes can be looking the burger. Move these up. Kind of like the wrinkles. Um, yeah. We can also then come into his head and grab his head bone and the rotate bone and just freeze that there. Come up, rotate it slightly. Oh, that's not good. I wonder if I have a squash and stretch over here. All right. So, I wonder how much of a weight I give it. It comes up, and then when he's here, actually, oh, This bone, with this bone being selected, let's get rid of the translation. I don't know, maybe that's it. And so he comes up, he's here. His eyes really aren't looking at the burger anymore. Oh, oh, it's not there. Okay. We'll rotate his head here. And then it'll go back to here. With kind of the anticipation. Over. We'll give it a couple frames. Maybe a little bit more. It has a pause. Hmm. All right, so we scale that up. We have to make the mouth wider. All right. And so we can freeze all keys. Control F freezes keys. Move it here. Let's start animating. So bring his mouth down. Tongue can stay. You move his teeth, lower teeth. There we go. What is this? The tongue. All right. So let's lower this down even more. All right, and now let's give his expression back to like more of an angry, and then let's lower. There we go. Right. Okay, I think the teeth need to come down a bit. Lower teeth. Yeah. Okay. So we can freeze it, maybe give it just a little bit of anticipation, and then have him totally decimate the burger by means of rotating. And we this. Here we can just close the mouth. Hmm. Try and use. I was gonna try and use a smart bone for this, but I think since I moved it way further than normal, it might need a little bit more love. So we'll bring this down. Down. And then we can just make the burger no longer visible because he's totally going to eat that thing. Let's see what we got. A little jerky, isn't it? Have it set to smooth, at least. That's good. Uh, bite. And now it looks like he doesn't have teeth. So we definitely want to have the teeth showing here on the bite. Oh, let's see what we can do. Tongue. Either way up here. All right, so let's bring this up. And bring this out to the edges. Bring the teeth down to indicate 8 has been made. Okay. And we'll freeze that after a couple frames. All right, well, obviously this might need to be changed a little bit. So here to here. Let's just really bring that in. I don't know if we need this as much as I thought we would. On some of the timing. A little smoother. Still needs work. Right. I don't think we need as much of a pause here. Maybe we can give it 2 frames instead of what I gave it. Yeah, that's way better. Still a little or I think it's more of like a consistent motion. Okay, so much as I don't want to do this, let's try that. Right, and then the burger needs to disappear. Maybe here. Maybe. All right, so we need to speed that up, but it's supposed to be a fast motion. So we'll give it way less time. Right? And then let's bring it back to our initial state after it takes the bite. Give it that. Okay. Instead of having the mouth open like this, we're going to need to close it again. Do some kind of motions like to indicate that it's chewing. All right. So I accomplished it by just moving the lip line and making that wider. We don't have that same rigged here. I could come into the head and just use actual points to rig that. Mouth, mouth, actual line. So what I think I'll do is I'll maybe try and first animate it with the bones that I have set up. And then we'll do animate on twos, but we'll maybe just two. We can just kind of copy and paste this and just see it needs to be changed at all. That's obviously way too fast. So it goes down, goes up, and then we can like bring it down some to show kind of a bite. You know what? I'm not too thrilled about that. All right. Still not liking the way this is looking so far. So let's just get the first bite. Good. All right, so this is where I don't like it. It needs to have more of a full bite before we do anything. So let's bring this down, maybe. Hmm. So Maybe it'll be easier to accomplish this with the width tool. Um, all right, so we can go here. We'll just keyframe that. And I'll go. Well, that was too quick. I mean, that would explain a lot why I'm not liking it. Here. And then let's keyframe. All right. So we can go here then, and then have it go down to there. So here to there with the mouth. We can do again here. Let it go to right here. That's not good. So when it comes down, it needs to actually take a bite. Like it needs to. So it's good that we got it, the biting action coming down. And then it needs to have something kind of swirl here to indicate that it's biting. So we'll bring it out to here maybe. Bring this down. And that's a little bit. So the burger needs to actually disappear back here. More like a wave that needs to happen in his mouth. So we can maybe try that here. Hmm. All right. Excuse me one sec. I actually just spent some time looking in the mirror. And, well, one thing that we have right is that he's taking the bite and that it's moving downwards right here. Get rid of this. So, but then this needs to also, well, what that is, this needs to also kind of move down. I wish it moved at a different speed. All right. And then it'll move. So once it goes down, basically, is it moves over to the side then. So bite kind of moves down, and then brings it to the edge. And then brings it up. And then brings it kind of over. And then brings it back down. And then brings it like more down. And then brings it over. I'm gonna have to shorten up this so much. That way it looks like it's kind of, and then bring it back up. That looks a lot better. All right, so now that we got this bite stuff, we gotta maybe shorten it up. What I really like from here, maybe we can start from here. Yeah, so this is good. This is not so good. Whatever, it's fine. So we'll just bring it down to about here for each. About 4 frames each. See how it looks. Well, this is the good animation, like where the meat and potatoes lie. So let's get rid of, as much as I don't want to do this. Okay, get rid of this as well. Bring this in about here. Okay, good. 2 frames. We'll do 1 bite, 2 bites. Oh, 1 bite, 2 bites. I think there's supposed to be a little bit of a pause there. So I can give this. Perfect. And then we'll do it. All right. Perfect. So let's look at what that looks like. Well, and now we have to do a burp, which I'm not sure how I want to do. Open this and just see how I did it here. Okay. Right. Ah. Huh. Right. Oh. Hopefully he still has this many teeth. 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, good. So that's right still. All right, so keep the eyes exceedingly simple when he's chewing. And then he has like a realization. Give it that last pause. Go 2 frames up. And we'll make the eyelids or the eyes, the pupil. We'll make it much larger. So what you're seeing here is the eyelids. I don't have them maybe in the right place. Move this over, so I'll just have to move them. The bone that's hopefully there. Oh, so eyelid. Right. Yeah, that's fine because here we can go into the right eye and then we can just hide those for now. Okay. So then here, and we can make the pupil larger. Give it more of that cartooniness. Okay. Control F to freeze the frames. So he's chewing. So one thing, I might give him a little bit of head tilt with each bite. Yum. A little too aggressive. Let's give it a little bit of movement. See how it looks. Yep. And then here, then we can, okay, we'll delete this. One thing I forgot, his eyebrows should probably do something cool. Right. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe here. Ah, the asterisk does save it. Okay, cool. So, bite, bite, big facial expression, the eyebrows, doesn't know what he just got into, and then here, he could maybe like rotate his head, his body. Oops. Okay. Well, maybe here then we can freeze frame on this, and then here we'll open his mouth really big. Down. Lower teeth. Very good. That's fun. Okay, that can kind of resemble. So we can stop this here. Okay. Then we can go here. I think there's a way that you can noise this. I don't think I've had much luck with that, so we can just kind of go through and move these. Mm, he wants to help. All right, so we have those ones animated. We need to take breaks, so um, we'll wanna maybe here. Okay, let's see. Burp. Okay. I like that it's a little bit different than the above ones. Oh, now we can go here. Well, that's too far. So here, let's bring that in. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, perfect. So now we got that. And then once he here, it's over here. And then he goes like this. We should rotate his head. Head. And then close his eyes. Oh. Right. So we can close that. And then we'll bring down the eyebrows as well. And then put the expression back down all the way. And then rotate them. Really indicate he is really not feeling good. And then we can wiggle the whiskers. And then the nose flare probably should be here. Go like down, up, big, and then we just go through here now and just now they're gone. Hide it. Okay. Okay, and then here we can just up. Okay, and then all right. I guess just this. Okay, that's not gonna work. So why though? So guess what we could do is we could remove this pumpkin. The keys aren't for you, friend. Those keys are not for you. You like playing with them though, don't you? All right, so um maybe I'll go here and just give it a freeze frame, and then there we go. All right. So chewing. Okay. And then for here, we can get rid of the nose. The whisker twitches is fine. We can bring the mouth. No. I think we just kind of zoom in, and as we, well, let's see, what's the, comes up, bites it, freaks out, burps. And then he does close his mouth, and as we zoom in with the camera lens, okay, we'll give it 2 frames, grab the camera, put a dot on the camera line, so we got that, and we'll do about that many, I guess. And we'll zoom in just to the face, and then the mouth and everything we can start animating. So let's see if I have a mouth that's already great shape. I guess that's close. So I can come here and see here what we're doing. Okay, so it has to be open. Dead. Wait, movie. Um, all right. So we can make the mouth kind of have like a big footy type grin. Lower the teeth. Wonder if we can like. That's good. Um, okay. All right. So that's bad. The teeth down here just need to go down a little bit, and then maybe the teeth up need to go up some too. Good. Good. And then bring it out a little bit more, just for the sake of having that big. I like having a lot of the gums for them. I was kind of like that Bigfoot smile. Let's see. All right. My other one, I think they had more. It was larger with a more mild tongue with more black. Okay. You can kind of. Upper teeth higher. That looks better. So we can maybe go to the camera then. And give it more of this. Still, we got the brown below. We're not going to get much of the nose, which is fine because it is a different rig together. But I wonder if we could just move it up a little bit more. Maybe like that. Okay. We'll have to just fix the in-betweens. I think it's really just the upper teeth need to be moved up. Come on, pumpkin. I don't need my keyboard. Perfect. All right. So now we just need to then add a bunch of letters for SkunkBurger. Okay, let's see this, the render. That looks great. That's everything I could hope for. It's better than I hoped for. All right, so let's go to frame 0. We'll have to do a bunch of, all right, let's do, oops. We'll do here, we'll do a group of letters. So I guess we could do text, do S. Right. And then in here, we can fill it and make it black. Okay. And then, um, let's see what font did we use here. So we used a more curvy font. It's not my official font. All right. Don't mind that, I guess. Purple bold. Okay. So now we just have to duplicate this a bunch. Okay. Oh yeah, and check out what. Okay, so it's just an off black. So we'll just need to delete this black. Can make it a little less harsh. Okay. All right. Duplicate. Put a K. It's in each time. Oops. Watching this back is gonna be fun. So I keep trying to hit enter. Skunk and then burger. Almost did it again. I did it again. SkunkBurger. All right, and then on frame 1, we'll make it not visible. And then out here, go from this point forward. We can go into Bigfoot and see. Yes. Okay. So from this point forward, they will be visible. Okay. And they're all right there. One thing we're gonna need to do is put them inside of the mouth. And for letters, it just needs to be above the teeth and above gums. That's fine. And then save. And then as soon as you can see teeth, we'll start animating them. All right. So we have this. And all right. So now we need to have the S wherever. Man, this is gonna be the world. It'd be a little too big. Go. What? Right. So we'll just have to repeat that for each one. All right. Okay. Where is it even? It's way down here. Bring it down some. Okay. Like Paul Wall with grills. Okay. Now we'll do you. Um, uh, that's the final. Right. Oh. I wonder if that could just put it where it needs to go originally. and then walk backwards from it. Animate backwards. All right. That was so much faster. All right. Silly me. We'll go. I guess the downside is that the rest don't really move. They're just in place. Oops. Yep. Save that. So we got skunk on the top. Paul Wall would be proud. As can be. All right. And that'll be even easier. Okay. This, put it here, go down to grab wherever it is. Up. Yep. G. All right. And then E. Oops. Here. Back one. Yeah, here. Huh. Dang it. Oh, right. So, oh, I didn't spell burger right. Trying to rush through it, and I just got the entire letter wrong. That's okay. So what we can do is just go um, burger. I spelled it wrong again, and this is going online for people to see. Uh, Booger. Oh no. All right. It's actually be a G. G. Be an R. I can spell. I think. Open this up. Burger. Right here, and then make one more letter. All right. Let's go to the E. A little embarrassing. That's okay. I'm not perfect. and I caught it before someone else caught it. So, right, fantastic. And R, last but not least. All right. Okay. Save. Then this is what we made. Oops. So the only thing we didn't have is the particles come out from when he burps, which okay. So no particles are in this either. So if we wanted to, we could have some particles come out. Well, I think that's a wrap. Okay. So we can have it go out for a second and a half. So 204. All right. So file. Ooh, I wonder what we could have for a background, actually. Okay. Um, I really like this color, but maybe we can play around with this and just see what we can come up with. It doesn't look too bad and follows the color scheme. Okay. All right. Well, let's preview animation. Moho actually just upgraded the preview animation bit. Okay. And the reason it did that is because it wasn't my exact window. And let's make sure the controls group do not render. Okay. So let's do save. Let's do export animation. Entire thing. Multi-threading's all good. Let's choose folder. Intro creation. Bigfoot intro. See how long it takes to render. I know it's definitely dependent on the person's computer for the speed of the render, but I'd love to see that. Well, you guys don't need to watch it render, I guess. Oh, here we go. Low and steady. My kiddos wanted to say hi. Um, so they were having a dance party, I guess. All right, so I don't know, maybe We have this. All right. Sweet. So we have that. And now what we could do is go to our trusty DaVinci Resolve. And we'll import that and start looking for sound effects. So some cool places to go for sound effects are Free Sound. I think it's called freesound.org. And you can do like bite. I was able to test some stuff to make sure that the audio is coming through, and I really like this crunchy noise. I like that one a lot. It's not bad either. This one has a little bit of a fuller sound, so we'll go with this one. And we'll download the sound. You're free to share, copy, distribute to remix, adapt as long as you credit the author. So credit the author. Let's downloads. Use credit to use it. You prefer not to get the free lessons. So I'm putting this in the description. Perfect. All right. So open up a notepad. Since it's not free, we have to give credit, and that's perfectly fine because it does sound like a good one. And I'm glad they made it so easy to copy and paste for us. All right, so we got the crunching, and then we have this. We'll do new project, and we'll do Bigfoot intro. And we'll do import media. We'll go into Bigfoot. Just kidding. Go into intro creation, the movie. Then we'll import a new, I think we'll go to the downloads. Did we not click download on it? Download sound. There we go. Okay. Now we come back into DaVinci and import media. Downloads, chewing carrot. Okay, so we'll bring this in. Go to edit. Control. Just hitting Alt. We can kind of, so it's 7 seconds long. We'll bring this in. Yep. So what we can do is we can grab the knife and cut it approximately there. And copy, paste. So now we have an extra crunch. So he bites. And then let's Alt and zoom a little bit so we can line up the audio. So when it goes down, that's kind of a bite sound. Goes up. So we don't want to do, oops. Goes up and then down. This is where I would expect the bite to be. Okay. So then it goes up again. And then down. All right, now I need a burp. Belch. That might be better. Oh. Oh. I guess this one. And, is this in the public domain? You can copy even for commercial purposes. Oh, without the need of asking permission of the author. Um, so this one looks like we don't need to give credit. I want to give credit. Just go like this. All right. Well, at least that's better than nothing. All right. So then we come in here, import media, belch, good. Okay. That actually might have worked out perfectly. Yep. All right. It's kind of gross, and that's perfect because that's what we want. So that's great. So we could do file, quick export, export to timeline. We'll go out of tutorials. Moho will do intro creation, and we'll do Bigfoot intro. We could do final with sound, and then it's not valid. I wonder if it's not valid because of the / Okay, and it's done. So now we can watch our final thing that we created in this hour and a half here. Bigfoot, keep doing that intro creation. Uh, that's fantastic. I couldn't be happier. Thanks for watching. Now you've seen my full process, and we actually made something that I'm going to be using in all my future videos. So hope you learned something. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Thanks, everyone. Bye.